I'm Jay.
And we are here today because of all of the upheaval and unrest in Syria and the recent overthrow of the dictator, to talk to you about a wonderful book that is set at the beginning of the Arab Spring called Long as the Lemon Trees Grow by Zoulfa Katouh. And this book...
So when I read this book, my first thought was, have you read this book?
Right? And I had not read it yet. And so I went and got this book because, as always, Jay regularly gives me reading assignments. And it is set in Syria, as we said, and we don't even have the book because it's
always checked out.
Everywhere.
Always checked out. Yeah.
And the author is a Syrian refugee. We have students here who are Syrian refugees. And there's some twists in it. The writing is just so phenomenal.
And the reason the story is so phenomenal is because it's set during wartime.
Yes,
and this
in
is
Syria.
Like war, not like, I think that when we write books, like The Hunger Games, it's just kind of like fake. But
yes.
This is set where she is a student, a pharmacy student, and because she has some medical skills, she has to be formed like a doctor.
She is a second-year pharmacy student, and she is suddenly doing surgery.
She's thrust into like life and
because there's nobody else, and they're short on medical supplies. She's doing surgery without anesthesia. She's going and removing bullet fragments from 8-year-old girls.
They're trying to keep the hospital as a safe space.
Yes.
I mean, just very basic things. So when this story unfolds, you are in this fast-paced world where you were living, like you felt like you were living the story with her.
Yes.
You were living the story with her 24/7.
And I really appreciated the way, so they talk about how she's had these classes in clinical psychology and she's had this background. And she has a manifestation of this, and she knows that he's a hallucination, but he's this manifestation that is there to make her decide to leave.
Yeah. He is like her conscious.
Yes.
But he's not a nice, is he so nice? He's not so nice.
He's not so nice.
But in this kind of situation, she didn't need coddling or hand-holding. She didn't, you know.
And he's very much like, I thought of her as like truth. Like in the book that we recently read, he's her truth.
Yeah, he is her truth.
And he's telling her like.
And sometimes the truth is ugly.
Yes, yes.
Yeah.
And then there's this twist that we don't want to give it away, but there's a twist.
Didn't see it coming.
End. I didn't see that coming either. But it's again about this impacts of civil war when your local area is being torn apart. It's these regular streets that you used to walk down, and now buildings are falling apart.
Right. So, but before we go, The Beekeeper of Aleppo is another novel.
And we'll be coming back to talk about this later. So as you read in the headlines about Syria, here's a wonderful way in the Arab Spring and this recent overturn of the government, here is a way that you can have a window into that world and walk that walk with those people. So Long as the Lemon Trees Grow by Zoulfa Kassab.